suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Shalom, family. Shalom. Good seeing everyone. Good seeing you, Sister Pat. Good seeing everybody.
Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth.
Thank you to the moderators for showing up. We appreciate you. I know it's late. Thank you so much for being dedicated. Hey, great seeing you, Capstone. Ain't seen you in a long time. Great seeing you. Thank you again to the moderators. Appreciate you. Just giving the family a chance to kind of come in real quick. Shalom, shalom. See something here right quick. That's the camera. It didn't work. So much going on right now, you know, and it's great seeing so many people here this evening, just trying to spend a little time together, just kind of talking about some things, looking at what's going on, looking what's going on in the news, looking at all this stuff that's people not getting the right understanding about what's going on, still trying so hard to fit everything with the Gentiles and ignore Israel like always. I was checking out Sister Pat's video earlier, and something she says makes so much sense to me about the Most High waking us up in the middle of the night, and that's been happening quite a bit with me as well. And I needed that reminder that the Most High be waking us up, trying to communicate with us and talk to us, you know. And I know that's the times that we're in right now. Most High communicating with His people, giving us more understanding, letting us know, like you said, that things are not going back to normal. As much as everyone is trying their best to pray for that, you know, that's something that, you know, you gotta understand. Like, people are praying for things that are never gonna happen, because, like I said, we're at a different time. We are in the Most High is hold on quick here. You know, there's seasons for everything, and we're not in the season anymore for normal, or for their normal anyways, right? So this is all about the Most High reestablishing His people and the way things used to be. And I do see a lot of separation right now. A lot of things she was saying made a lot of sense. You know, people are praying for the status quo, you know. People praying for, you know, things to get back to normal so we can live in this existence again for another 15, 20 years, you know. And it's like, is that really what we want? I know that's not what we want. The other nations, that's definitely what they want. They looking for another 10, 15, 20 years. But as you can see by the decisions that are being made by the people in authority, they understand. They're not praying. I doubt they're praying for another 10, 15 years, because they know they don't got it. So the decisions that they're making show you that they know that they don't have that kind of time left. So just the ones who have just been living their life YOLO and not really taking things seriously, they're the ones that are still, you know, I need more time. I need some more time. I'm not ready yet. I got plans. You know, they got these plans. I still got vacations I want to go. I got, you know, things I want to see, and, you know, I got to go to college. I got to get my degree. I get my job, and as you can see, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. No, you're right. I'm going to say Yesharel about that Ian, right? And something that, you know, Sister Pat was saying, which makes a lot of sense, is that, you know, we're not seeing them talking. You know, usually when like these big events happen, these big storms happen, you know, you get a couple days coverage, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Like, out of sight, out of mind, you know. And I'm originally from Kentucky, so just what she said made a lot of sense about, you know, they don't hear about none of that stuff happening in Kentucky. You know, I mean, you've had tornadoes ripping through states. You don't hear, you know, you get a day or two, you get a couple days of a news cycle, and all of a sudden they're not talking about that no more. Fort Myers, I didn't realize, you know, how that was like a party town. I was talking to my brother Yaquab, and he was talking about, you know, it's like a party town, you know. So, and like I said, the Most High, you know, destroyed that place. And you're not hearing much about it anymore. They're really good at that. But like she said, also, it made a lot of sense. Remember when it was our people, they were putting us all up on the news. When it was Katrina, you know, we were all up on the news the whole time, because they always want to show our plight. But now that, you know, they're going through some things, that's something they definitely don't want to show. Something they're definitely not trying to show. We just got to be, like I said, open to the Most High, talking to us. The angels coming and talking to us, giving us instruction, getting us prepared for what's to come. You know, yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, I was talking to my wife about that today. It's just everything has changed. Nothing is the same. If you have a job, if you've been working at a job for any specific amount of time or certain amount of time, I'm sure that even at your jobs, things are different. They just feel different. Everything feels different. I mean, how do you guys feel? I mean, I can speak for myself. Like I said, everything has changed. They cut the live twice already. Oh man, I said everything has changed. The news and the way we interpret the news now has changed. We understand that there's a whole lot of propaganda. Now something I'm talking to my brothers about. There's always been propaganda, but now you really see it. You really see how this is working. You see how the propaganda works. You see how they don't allow certain things to come out. You don't get differing opinions. You don't get differing points of views. You know, everything feels off. Nothing has nothing I can say. Nothing is really fulfilling, I should say, right? Like, just seeing everyone, so many people, beautiful, coming in this like late. I know it's late, but hey, it's a chance for us to kind of end the evening on a positive tip, on a positive note. Spend a little time together, share some ideas. Like I said, but we all realize that everything work. Like I said, I can just talk about my job. Like I said, it's just changed. It's just different. Everything feels different. I used to never really think 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road. Now it's like, excuse me, like a year, a few months. I think more about, a few months, a few weeks. I mean, I look for things to jump off every day. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for things to jump off every day. Because, like I said, we're anticipating the switch. And I just think we're just so close to it that, it's difficult to think about anything else. I can speak for myself. It's like I wake up every day thinking about, is this the day? Is this the day where everything's going to switch? We are definitely blessed to see Babylon fall. All three parts of it, the religious part, the banking part, the military part. I was cracking up today, looking at how the stock market jumped up with 800 points. I'm like, based off of what? What happened that was, so worth an 800-point jump? Just shows you the manipulation of everything. Did something get better that we didn't see? And I forgot my Agartha book. I actually wanted to bring out some information tonight about that, and because it was talking about, some of these churches that collapse, and a lot of times when they collapse, they talk about it's the foundations, or they'll say something like that, but it's actually because they built a lot of these churches on top of the buildings that are actually on Agartha, or the doorways to get into Agartha. And sometimes when they collapse, like the building on top will collapse. So you start realizing, you start looking at how, we had talked about how when they came into all of our countries, and they took over, they built churches over our holy sites. Well, are some of these holy sites actually also doorways to the tunnels, to Agartha? And is there a way for them to actually hide that information as well? We talked about ley lines and things like that. I said, but there's a whole lot of things going on under our feet. And we're definitely going to talk about that as well. I said, do spirits, instead of saying, that we're going to go up to heaven, are they going back down into Agartha? Are they going back down into these lands, into these lands that are under under our feet? And there's actually examples of that in the scriptures. There's examples of a lot of people going, when they die or when they pass away, when they go into the spirit world, not going up, but actually going down. So that's something we're definitely going to have to look into also. And when I get my book back, I will, most high willing, bring out some more of that information. Like I said, I think a lot of everything is upside down. Many of the things that we've been told, like I said, we're realizing, like I said, is backwards. And the Most High said it, or Yahweh Shai said it, you got to become like a child. And it's becoming more and more plain every single day. I said, even when you're like interpreting the news, you're interpreting the events that are going on right now, like you can't take anything that they say as far as their breakdowns. You can't take them seriously. Hope you guys can still hear me okay. I said my air conditioner just jumped on real fast. When you realize, I said, it talks about the devil, all they do is bring out lies. That's all they're capable of doing is lying. When you understand that, then, you start to see that. Like, if they say right, you go left. If they say this is good, then that's probably evil. They say that's evil, is probably good. Right, love abides. I'm agreeing with you right there. I'm waiting for the Most High to do something big and strange, something they won't be able to explain away. And they'll still try to explain it away. We already know that, right? No, he didn't. Are you serious? TD Jakes stepped down from his mega church. Is that true? Loretta Memphis? Did you guys hear about that? TD Jakes stepped down from his mega church? Gave it to his daughter. No, are you serious? Oh, step down from the women's conference. Okay. He gave that ministry to his daughter? He had not anointed his daughter to take the torch. No. You serious? Really? I didn't say about Mexico and the different portals. Wow. That's huge news if he stepped down, passed the torch to his daughter. If anybody else can look that up, that'd be beautiful just to see. Wow. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Like I said, look at the times that we are in. Check his Instagram. Wow. That is look at the times we are in, family. Yeah, nothing should surprise us. You are so right. He's going in his bunker too, and that's, I mean, that shows you the times that we're in, and this is why, like, we really can't be looking for anything past tomorrow. You really can't. I said, because anything can happen at any day. When you understand now that you're at the end, now, and that we're not so easily distracted, now they got to do, in order to hold our attention, they have to do bigger things. They got to do, bigger events. And I mean, who would have thought TD Jakes stepping down from his ministry? And and it just shows you that these people are running. I mean, these people must be running. So what do they know that they're not telling the people? What do they know that they are not telling the people? I said, and his daughter, and she ain't gonna be there running that church soon and much longer. I said, because there's no more time. Right, man. So yeah, sure. I was clueless too. I said it wasn't big enough. Hey, I'm about my father's business. I said I'm not worried about too much other than that at this point. That's it. A lot of the wicked in leadership assignments are over. I mean, you might not just walk all the way away, but even for you to even, given, your daughter, that kind of control and whatever else, that's just showing you that, this is a wrap. This is an absolute wrap. I did hear about a lot of the musicians canceling concerts. Uh huh. He said big things are going on right now. I said big things are going on right now. Thank you, Brother Capstone. Like I said, hey, don't be a stranger, brother. Brother Capstone. I said, I'm so glad to see that you're back here. So we definitely, miss your wisdom. We'd love to have your comments and your wisdom. Just exactly like Creflo's tainted apology. Exactly, right? TDJ's supposed to start a free Christian streaming service. So all the way to the end, they still worried about money. Not Potter's house. Okay. Thank you, Chalk Chick. Appreciate that. I did see that about the 4 high-profile divorces. Who I saw about Tom Brady and his wife. I'm not sure who were the other people. Who else is getting divorced? I'm not sure. Not the whole ministry? Oh, okay, thank you. Well, like I said, there are still big, huge events going on. Still big events going on right now. Yeah, they definitely can't dispel this truth. That's why they just try their best to ignore it and everything else, but that's okay. I said the Most High is bringing it all around. I said, you're sitting here looking at all these things that are going on. I'm just kind of waiting. I'd be cracking up and talking about Russia and Ukraine and all these things. And, and it's like, well, I don't know why y'all keep talking and talking and talking. And, what are y'all waiting for? I said, I said, before y'all would be quick to jump. I said, but now, I said, you must know that your guys' sword has been taken away. Because you guys are moving hella slow to do much anything. That goes both ways. That goes with Russia, I said, and it goes with America. They keep talking about the same stuff over and over again. So I saw the video about the yellow lights and the UFOs over there in the Ukraine as well. So, I said, hey, I know that when the Most High is waiting for them to start fighting, and as soon as they start fighting, the Most High chair is about to show up. And I think they trying their best to keep that from happening. So they keep on making all these, well, if you do this, I'm going to do that. If you do this, I'm going to do that. I said, but they ain't doing nothing. And the more they talk, and the more they don't do nothing, the more they're exposed. Well, we've been trying to do that, waking up people, but that's not our job. So that's the Most High. All we can do is bring the information. I said the ones that are called to awaken will awaken. Yeah, brother, Alfred, he's not feeling too well. He's struggling a little bit as well, but I think a lot of us are. I said that's all part of this right now. Said we all, Most High's got his plans for every single one of us. I said we all have to kind of carry our burdens, carry our crosses. People in this truth, people who are not in the truth, everything else. I said, but we have to keep we got to keep our eyes on the Most High. Keep our eye on the Most High and, and His goals. Just kind of, I'm concentrating on what's to come, not what we've lost, not what's behind us, but what's to come. So we know that, beautiful things are on their way. And I said, and ultimately, we'll see how all this works out. But ultimately, the Most High is in charge of absolutely everything. So right now, I said we just spent a little bit of time together. I said no lesson or anything like that. I said we're just spending some time together. Letting the family, kind of get in here and leave some comments, share some information with each other. So we've been trying our best to share this truth with so many people, and so many have just disregarded the truth and have been very content with the lies that have been spewed for such a long time. So, but they're going to realize soon enough, that they were in the presence of the Most High's children, and we were trying to show them the truth, and that they just, ignored. And we've been doing this for years. And I said, hey, I can speak for myself. I'm tired. I said, I'm tired. Tired of seeing people just disregard the Most High. He's quiet now, huh? Exactly. We can't wake up the sleepers. Exactly. Exactly. I can just speak for myself. I said, I'm tired. I'm tired of, people, like I said, disregarding the truth, disregarding facts, ignoring, truth. Quick to want you to explain everything, but they refuse to explain anything. And now we said, just waiting on the Most High to work. It's on His time, but I said, we know the timeline that's been going on with the truth, with our suffering, with the switching of the, the cup with the dregs. We all understand that. If Putin is not playing, I said, because Putin and them, they understand the stars. They understand what these stars mean. They see what's going on. So they know what's going on. They see what's going on. But, like Sister Pat said, which we already know, they all think that they're going to get their turn. They don't realize they all had their turn. They all had their turn as being part of the 70 shepherds. They all had their chances to rule. I said, and those opportunities are over with now. Like the video I did talking about Revelation 6 and 8, saying, hey, someone explain it away. Someone give us more understanding. Some explain that fourth part, and you got like nothing. You get no takers, you get nothing. To show us some precepts, show us some information. Says they don't show anything, but they want you to go on their channel and explain everything to them. Oh, you need to come over here to my channel and, and explain everything to me or break things down. I'm like, nah. Yeah, how many times is North Korea going to shoot a missile towards Japan or over Japan or whatever else? Yeah, we know you got missiles. Now what? Are you going to use them? Or you just going to shoot them over? It's like you can tell everything is about get as close to acting like you're going to do something, but don't do anything. Get as close, as you can to act like you're going to do something, and then do absolutely nothing. And it's like they're all playing on each other. I said, y'all wake me when y'all ready to really do something. Yeah, all the songs they're definitely on edge right now. A whole lot of distractions, exactly. We're definitely going to keep talking about these things going on, in the hollow earth, inside the earth, and its information that's definitely going to be coming out. Like them crickets, huh? Exactly right. Like I said, this is just a little time together. I said, that's all this is. We'll see how the Most High moves and keeps on talking to us and getting us ready for the next transition. We understand that there are definitely transitions coming right now. Are you guys getting awakened as well around 3 o'clock? You guys getting awakened in the middle of the night? Is Most High coming and trying to talk to you guys in the middle of the night as well? because I definitely believe that many of us are going to be on the same wavelength, and many of the same things are going to be happening. It's definitely crunch time, brother. Exactly. Brothers and sisters, it's definitely crunch time. Like I said, I think we got to just spend more. I definitely got to speak for myself. I got to make sure that I make it a point to sit up and wait and just talk to the Most High and just listen, see what the Most High has to tell me. So there's things that are happening in my life that are not really explainable right now, that are kind of, causing me to kind of, having some deep thoughts, and just having to really go through and think about a lot of things. And I'm sure it's happening to all of us. But like I said, there's a new reality on its way. There's definitely a new reality that's here. And so the old reality, is being purged. And I think that's something that's very difficult, because, everything that we have to do for survival is still dependent upon that old reality. And it's hard to, as long as we have to still participate in the system and provide for ourselves and our family through the old reality, it still makes it very difficult. But just like in the Shepherd of Hermas, it talks about, like, you can't align yourself with this reality, because if you do, you can't return back to your original state. And I think that's why we have so few people that are able to accept this truth, because many of them have, taken the bag and have aligned themselves with this reality, and they can't go back to, their original state. And when it was like, you still had a lot of time in this system, it was okay. But now it's kind of like those two time periods are like right on each other. The old world and the new world are like colliding right now, which makes it very difficult. It just makes it very difficult, because we know there's certain things we need to do. We've been conditioned to do, but many of us are ready to break away from that and go and chase after the Most High. Very true, SP. Exactly. It's hard to come out of what you were born into. Exactly. If you've been in the society and in his way of thinking for 40, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and now you're at a watershed event where everything that you did in the past is about to, fall by the wayside. And it's, brand new reality that's coming. So it can be very difficult. And you got the vast majority of the world that are all still stuck in the old reality. And they want to stay in that old reality, and they're fighting tooth and nail in order for that new reality to continue. But as you can see now, like, the Most High is just, he's just exposing the hypocrisy of the old regime or the old reality. you can see, the justice system and how, it's now not working for the other nations, and now they're complaining about things, and I'm just like, this is how it's been the whole time. Now it's affecting you. Now you got a problem with it. Education system, same thing. You're talking about people in sports. You're talking about Brett Favre, who can loot millions of dollars to build volleyball stadiums and stuff like that, and nothing happens to him. But some of our people, you still something small, but it's your third strike and you're in jail the rest of your life. Like these guys get away with stealing millions and don't have to pay. Our people get, they do small things and get, the whole book thrown at them. Just the utter hypocrisy. But like I said, these two realities are, one's leaving and a new one's going to be here. And it was Stephen A. taking forever to even say anything. It just shows you the handlers and how they tell you what you're going to say and what you're not going to say, what you're going to talk about, what you're not going to talk about. You just see it on so many different levels. There was over here in Cali, in Southern California, I think there was a cop who ratted out another cop for sexual assault or something like that. And then I don't know what happened. They were in some training exercise, and the cop that ratted out the other cop got killed. And they try to say, oh, it was an accident. And I guess the family's like, oh, no, it was not an accident. But see, those are the kinds of things that have been happening the whole time. They've been doing stuff to us and getting away with it and never having to pay. I said, now, they're starting to rat each other out. And they start to show you how things work. I just saw that story earlier today. Like I said, a lot of them are just turning on each other. But it's an amazing thing to see. It's an amazing thing to be alive for. And it's even more amazing when the Most High has opened your eyes to be able to get a true understanding of what's going on. Right? Okay, brother got a life sentence for stealing food while they're stealing, exactly. And never ever, wanting to admit the truth. Never ever wanting to, atone for the bad things that they've done or admit what's been going on for the last 500 plus years. There's you have to look it up. It's over here in Southern California. I want to say maybe LAPD or one of these, Southern California police departments. You'll see one ratted out a cop for sexual assault, and they went to some training or something like that, and the cop who ratted him out got killed. Supposedly it was a training exercise, and it was a training accident or something like that. The hypocrisy, is it all time? You know what? Like I said, the hypocrisy's been there. I said, but now that we're at the end, now you can it's just blatant, and it's just right there in your face. Yeah, it's recent. It just happened like right now. Aliso Village Trading Center. Okay. No, Black Cobra, I didn't hear about that one. Beat him to death? Well, there you go. Yeah, judgment is here. That's it. Hey, Brother Slayton, K. Great seeing you. Yeah, we'll see who's on October 31st. You're right. 31 trillion national debt. Got hazed to death. Oh, wow. All right, fam. It was great spending time with you guys this evening. Said hopefully you guys get a chance to yeah, my air is on, right? It's gonna go off right now. You funny. Hope you guys had a good time just kind of spending some time together, kind of bouncing some ideas off each other. You know, spirits coming together. Our spirits have an opportunity to just spend a little time together. So it's a beautiful thing and definitely necessary at these times, you know. So we got so few people that are in the truth, you know, that are talking about these things right now. So it's a beautiful time to be able to do these kinds of things. Definitely. I said, and you know, just spending time together, talking with each other and talking about things that matter and to get the proper understanding. That's what, you know, that's one thing, you know, there's a lot of people that have videos, a lot of people that have channels and things like that. But most of the time, you're not getting the right perspective of many of these things, you know. Oh, they only want to talk about one book, or they only want to talk out of two books, or they don't want to talk about history, you know. They want to talk, or they want to have a debate about something, you know. I said it's always about all that kind of stuff, you know. There's certain things, oh, you're going off, Hawk, you can't talk about that, you can't talk about this. We don't accept those books and stuff like that. So, you know, it's hard to grow when you're not willing to actually open your mind up to many of the things that have been considered taboo for such a long time. The Agarthians are real. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you that the Agarthians are real. And the fact that like the other nations have worked so hard to keep that information from us, right there confirms it to me that the Agarthians are real. The fact that they've fought so hard to hide all this information and make it seem like it's taboo to even look at that kind of stuff and talk about that kind of stuff, you know, proves to me that information is real. Sorry you didn't get a notification. You know how it is. But all praises, family, all praises to Yahweh. You know, acknowledgement to the earthly mother, acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family. Yeah, we'll get back into that again, Carlos Young and the Agarthians, and do that some more. Shalom, family.